And we welcome you. Another season coming to an end with the postseason. The first four in Dayton tonight. It's a doubleheader. New Orleans and then Mount St. Mary's, followed by Wake Forest, Kansas State tonight, live from Dayton. You can catch those games only on True TV. As a full Thursday and Friday, we'll have 16 games each across 4 networks: True TV, TBS, CBS, and TNT. And as some of the matchups that the world is looking forward to on Thursday and Friday, Wisconsin and Virginia Tech. It could get Wisconsin, in some opinions, very underseeded at a 8 seed, because they did make it to that Big Ten championship. They are the same seed as Michigan, which disturbed some people, even though Michigan beat them in the championship. I've got the full bracket in front of me. Again, Creighton, Rhode Island. Just because of one Rhode Island win, a lot of people think Rhode Island can beat Creighton. And at the same time, because Creighton's lost to Villanova, everybody's doubting Creighton. Again, Creighton is not matched up well against Villanova this year. It's easy to tell that. The first four in Dayton, a tradition since the contract was signed with Turner Sports. And the matchups, I believe Infinity NCAA tip-off starts tonight at 5 o'clock over on True TV. Just trying to get my colleague into the screen, but I don't know what is happening to him. In the Final Four, one first four team has actually made it to the Final Four, and that was Virginia Collinsworth back in 2011. We've got in the first four today Kansas State, Wake Forest, and Mount St. Mary's, New Orleans. And the winner of the Mount St. Mary's, New Orleans will play Villanova on Thursday out in Buffalo. Dayton to Buffalo. Not too bad of a travel. I hate there's snow here in March. Okay, I don't believe we had any snow in February, and we've got some in March, okay? And then the Kansas State Wake Forest winner will play against Cincinnati. That game will be again on Thursday. That one out in Sacramento, in UCLA. It's a portion of the bracket. And so I have a couple brackets that I have done. I think national champion. I've got national champions. Villanova. I've got UCLA, Kentucky, North Carolina. You know, all of the teams that are great contenders. Again, I did not have too much that I didn't like from this bracket this year. I personally did not like where Wisconsin is seated. But again, it hurts the people above you, like Villanova. You got to play Wisconsin in the second round. We didn't pay to play Wisconsin. We were not a number one seed, let alone a number one overall seed to play Wisconsin. Isn't it the worst 8 seed? No, I don't think it works like that. Should be, though. The worst 8 seed should be in the one region. The number one overall region, which that's the East region. They'll be playing. So Villanova, they go to Buffalo for their region for the year first 14 tournament. Then they go to New York in the East semis and the final. And then they would go to Phoenix if they can win 4 games. Again, catch all of. So Villanova will tip off against the winner of tonight's game on Thursday night on CBS. You can catch that. Anything that you want to know about this tournament, you can find out on NCAA.com or on most of the sports sites have college basketball. The bracket. I found this bracket on NCAA.com and they printed it off for me. They brought me one. They're like, "Hello, here's your bracket." But not really much that stands out to me in a negative way. You got Oregon, 3 seed. Well, but there are a couple dangers. Number 1 seed, Villanova. You're with Duke. Duke, a very good number 2 seed. But other than that, it's not too strong of a region. Florida, they're not the best 4 seed. They have had struggles with Vanderbilt. Where is Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt is in the West, so we could see a Final Four matchup between Florida and Vanderbilt, but highly unlikely. Okay. Like Vanderbilt's getting to the Final Four. They got to get through Northwestern and Gonzaga to even get to the region. Minnesota. Middle Tennessee, another one of those teams that people have as bracket busters. They busted a lot of brackets last year, including Michigan State in that. Around 15 seats. I don't see any 15 seed winning this year.
Jared, okay.
Oh my goodness, they just keep coming. Okay. Seton Hall, Arkansas, in the South region. Okay. So I've got a lot of brackets of them right in touch of me. So I've got all. So yeah, you got a possible Michigan State, Kansas second round game. You got a possible, and then you've got the rivalry, Florida Gulf Coast and Florida State. They'll be playing in Orlando on Thursday. Oh, I believe every game in the West region is going to be Thursday. Right. And then all but one, and that will be Butler's in the South, is going to be on Friday, as well as the Midwest. And then the East is half and a half. But it's not like these matter, okay? My bracket could be busted now, okay? They could just come up to my door and they're like, "Your bracket's busted. Get out of here. You're not the reigning champion of best picks of the year." Okay, I know my bracket's gonna be busted this year. I've done so successful on my Saturday picks this year. I got 80-90%, but that's not 100%. And not all these games are on Saturdays. Only about a fraction of them, sadly. We've only got a couple Saturday games, including the Final Four, though. That's always good to have the Final Four on Saturday. Anything else? Again, we'll be back here tomorrow, 4:30. More coverage. I won't go this in depth on the bracket, but I did not make a video about this bracket yesterday. And I really wanted to tell you guys my thoughts. Added on to this, I'll have the picks coming up in about 2 minutes, give or take. I was here Sunday night, Saturday night, grinding out, putting all these brackets into good form. I should show you one right now. What I made of this East region bracket, which the East region's got two first 4 games. They've got tonight's Mount St. Mary's New Orleans game and then tomorrow's Providence USC game. So let's show you this. I made all of my brackets into like this. Yeah. I accidentally had like an extra one here. It took a while to get that out of there. Okay. So yeah, this is what I was doing all Sunday night. So we'll have this team will be determined coming up tonight. And that'll be either Mount St. Mary's or New Orleans in this East region. Okay. Oops. What happens when you kill your mouse after there. It does it too many times. Okay. The first four in Dayton coverage is sponsored by Was Junior 23, the official live stream of Essen Sports. Move on to these brackets. Teams. We are. Again, get your brackets in because they will lock in less than 2 days. And on FoxSports.com, you can win $1 million with a perfect bracket. Don't worry about the odds, just do it. And plenty of people want that $1 million. I think you can also win a home in California. Let's look at potential matchups. We got UCLA, Kentucky in a regional semifinal, and that Sweet 16 game. A lot of people saying that is much better of a matchup than a Sweet 16 game. Maybe a Final Four, Elite Eight. But that Sweet 16 of the South region, that would be in Memphis on March 26th. And I believe that would be on CBS. CBS, I believe, would have coverage Sunday's Elite Eight. Instead of, then I think TBS has Saturdays. I'm not 100% on this, but I think that's what's happening because there's 4 games, and then each network gets a day of games. Then I believe the Division II championship is on CBS the Saturday before those other games. Oh, anything else on here? Hashtag Mark Madness. Okay, I've taken too much time talking about the bracket. It is time to get serious and pick teams in today's game. Today's picks are sponsored by Was Junior 23. And we are just so little time until the Final Four, dwindling down. Ooh. We have got okay, so tonight's games are on the left. Tomorrow's games on the right. You can see the first 2 are only on True TV. And this first game between New Orleans and Mount St. Mary's, I'm going to go with Mount St. Mary's tonight because the Mount, I am not, again, I don't know much about these 16 versus 16 matchups, but the Mount, it is such, they really wanted to get to March this year, and they have. And now they're in the first four. They can play Villanova if they win tonight against New Orleans. Wake Forest against K-State. K-State made it to the Big 12 semifinals before losing to West Virginia. And K-State had a big lead in that game. But they gave it up late. Wake Forest, they won against Boston College in the first round of the ACC tournament, and they failed to, I believe, Virginia in the second round. Don't quote me on that one. It might be Virginia Tech. But actually, I don't remember. I'm going to look that one up at this moment. We've been on through Wednesday. They lost Wednesday, didn't they? Okay. What am I looking for? Wake Forest. Wake Forest lost to the Hokies of Virginia Tech. Yep. Pittsburgh lost to Virginia. And Virginia Tech lost to, didn't they lose to like Florida State or somebody? Virginia, they lost to Notre Dame. Virginia Tech lost to Florida State, maybe. Okay. Wake Forest and K-State. This game in Dayton, Ohio. I think Wake Forest has played better this year. K-State losing in the Big 12 semi. I don't know if they're fully over that one. I'm going to go with what's that team called? Wake Forest. Join us tomorrow night right here, and tune into Infinity NCAA tip-off over on True TV. Coming up top of the hour. And if you're watching this previously recorded, be sure to subscribe. And I think I put up possibly a, what do you call it, a card that you can like interact with. Okay, where's the card? So nobody else is gonna use my card. I'm gonna have to do it myself. I'm gonna pull in those pulls. I'm gonna have to do the pull myself because nobody else does it. Okay, what is that? Okay, New Orleans and Mount St. Mary's. I took. Can I take Mount? And I took. Why am I such? I'm gonna take. I took Wake Forest, right? Yes, I did take Wake Forest. Again, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. For the entire crew, for Wilds Junior 23 that couldn't join us today. This is back presentation of the road to the Final Four. We will be back tomorrow at 4:30, and then Thursday through Sunday out at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. This has been a presentation of the road to the Final Four on Essence Sports. We will see you tomorrow. Peace. Watch the games.